So we're going to dice up some of these potatoes in like a half-inch dice. These are some Yukon Rose. They're a little red potato. That's like a Yukon Gold, the butter flavor potato. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and cut these up. We're going to do a rosemary chicken and rosemary potato dish. So we're going to go ahead and cut these up. Maybe cut the ends off. Look for any bad spots. We're going to cut them in about half-inch segments here, and then we're going to stack them one on each other and make a little quick dice out of them. So this will be helpful anytime you're cutting a potato or any vegetable you're looking for a dice. We'll make a little, stack them up like this, and then we'll probably do 1 or 2 cuts, turn them 90 degrees. So that's about a half-inch dice. That way we can get these potatoes to cook in about 20 to 25 minutes. The same time we're going to cook these chicken breasts that we marinated yesterday together with a little rosemary. So that's about a half-inch segments. Stack them on top of each other. Give them a couple chops, half-inch apart. A couple more chops. And then when we get done doing this, we're going to go ahead and run them over and we'll rinse them off. There's a little bit of starch on them. That'll be a little healthier for us, and I think it'll taste a little better. So once again, probably only going to use about 3 of these. Oh, look, they're trying to get away. They must know what they're in for. We'll cut them perpendicular. That's about a half-inch dice. And we're going to go ahead and run those to the sink, rinse them off, and we'll be right back. Now we went ahead and rinsed these potatoes off. We put them in a little mixing bowl over here. We're going to add two tablespoons of our Italian oil. You can use whatever oil you like. And we're going to give them a little mix. So we're going to go ahead and also give about 1 teaspoon of salt for right now. About 10 twists is a teaspoon for me. Another teaspoon of pepper. And probably 2 teaspoons of our Creole spice. It's an all-around seasoning. I put almost in everything. So then what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and toss these potatoes to get them evenly coated. Sometimes I put my hand on half the bowl. It's a little trick I use. Of course, your paw might get a little oily, but you know, that's okay. That's better than the counter potatoes shooting all over like they were earlier. All right, so we got these evenly coated pretty much. We're going to go ahead now and we're going to incorporate this rosemary. We got 3 sprigs of rosemary. We're going to leave the rosemary whole, and we're going to put it in the bottom underneath this chicken. Now, this is the chicken we marinated earlier. It was a little chicken we had, the rosemary herb chicken. We had one of our marinades. We're going to use these scissors. Remember now, we got some raw chicken on the scissors, so just go ahead and make sure you rinse them off before you use them again, or maybe just use them as your kitchen shears. We're going to take the rosemary. We got a couple sprigs. We're going to go ahead and drop down on the bottom here. We're going to drop this marinated chicken into the pan. We're going to use this fork to go ahead and maybe turn the chickens kind of flat so they'll cook evenly. And here's some more of that rosemary. And then we're going to go ahead and put some of these potatoes around them. You can put a little bit of onion in here if you like. A little bit of Vidalia onion. And we're going to kind of cover these chicken breasts. Not so much all the way, but oops, we got to look at those guys really are frisky, aren't they? Here, let me get that. So now we have about 1.5 pounds of these potatoes mixed with 4 chicken breasts that we marinated. We're going to give it a little bit more salt off the top of it, maybe another 10 twists. We're going to put that in a 375-degree oven for about 25 minutes. If you use bone-in chicken, you're going to want to go for about 35 or 40 minutes. We're going to go ahead and pull these out in about 25 minutes. We're going to check the temperature. Now we've taken these rosemary potatoes and this rosemary chicken out of the oven. We went ahead and plated it up with a little bit of garnish of some fresh rosemary. Enjoy.
Perfect.